One thing I love about this game is that every character in Parm feels like a person. Not one of them feels like their one voice line is a voice line. Of course, major characters like Justin's mom have details to them, like she was a pirate and now she runs the best seafood place in town. But minor characters feel alive as well, like this guy blushing when he talks about Lily, or this guy practicing his lines so the museum will hire him.
You're a career changer. You don't have the requisite experience.
Speaking about the museum, that would be our next stop. Justin left his father's spirit stone with the museum's curator for verification. On your way to see the curator, you pass by the doorman and the receptionist, both of whom already know Justin by name. The receptionist points us to this poster on the wall, which has a creepy sun face thing on it, and Justin and Sue both agree it'd be pretty creepy if the sun could watch you. We then meet the curator in the exhibit hall, where he shows us the statue he's poured months and months of blood, sweat, and tears into restoring. I then break the statue, cause fuck that guy. He then meets us in his office, where he hands us a letter of introduction so that we may go see the Salt Ruin. This makes me feel bad, so let's talk about the combat. The first part of combat is to find an enemy, then choose how to approach it. If you catch an enemy off guard, you can take it by surprise. However, if an enemy attacks your back, then they will have the upper hand. This initiative will be part of the encounter speed bar. This part of the game works similar to Pokemon, where the unit that moves faster through the speed bar is the unit that attacks first. But unlike Pokemon, this is a good game, and you can actually see what unit will attack first, rather than have unseen and random values choose that for you.
But when you look at the actual numbers, these two Dragapults have very different stats.
What? What the fuck?
You can choose different attacks for different situations, the options being special moves, combo attacks, or critical attacks. All of them have their own unique uses that I'm too lazy to explain. If the options overwhelm you, you can always set the team or a single character to auto-fight with the tactics menu. There are plenty of different techniques to choose from, and auto battles are much shorter, leaving you with more time to be a bitch. While combat is a very large and very good part of this game, Grand Adventure is literally the name of the game, and what the main theme of the game is. We have barely left the starting town, and already exploration and adventure is deep in the gameplay and story. The player is rewarded to explore in many different ways. You can wander off the beaten path to find money and items, look around a room to find bits of lore and belongings, or look around town for any fun buildings and people. I know it ain't much by today's standards, but the art and settings of this game is still something to behold. And keep in mind that this was the same year that Fire Emblem was doing this. So yeah, give him the year over here. Oh shit, I almost did. In this one sweep of the ruins, the game shows the player information about the layout, soldiers, and save point here. We're then introduced to these three lieutenants of the Gargoyle forces, Nana, Saki, and Mio. I think they go in the A tier for now.
3,000! What? I'd make him go without rations for 100 days.
I'd give him 5,000 lashes. Then I'd pickle him in brine and give him 100 days in a brig.
Right here, right here. Below, a little bit below. Okay, yes.
After Justin shows the letter of introduction to the guard at the front gate, he goes to see the underground ruins, but is stopped by the lieutenants. I show them the letter, but they, don't accept it. But this is a weak barrier on the way to adventure, so I go straight without delay to that save point.